representative from various religious communities, and everyone who have come to celebrate this joyous occasion of the 83rd birthday of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. His Holiness is a tremendous inspiration to millions of people of all nations across the globe. On this very special day, we would like to send our deepest respect and admiration, as well as wishing you many more years of good health. Before we start with today's program, I would like to read an excerpt from His Holiness' message on his 80th birthday. Quote, "As you know, my life is dedicated to the service of all sentient beings, and in particular, I try to help my fellow human beings in whatever way I can. What unites all sentient beings is that we all naturally seek happiness and try to avoid suffering. Therefore, we have a collective responsibility to try to bring about the well-being and happiness of all living beings and help them overcome their suffering. This is the basis of hope on which I make an appeal that we all work enthusiastically to promote ethical values imbued with love and compassion, and that we do our best to reduce, if not eliminate, the conflicts and violence that currently beset many parts of the world. Despite differences in their philosophical views, all the world's major religious traditions convey the same message of love and compassion. This is why we must strive to foster interreligious harmony for the good of all humanity." So to begin with today's program, we will start with the Interfaith Prayer, and I would like to request the Venerable monks from Gume Tantric Monastery to recite the long life prayers for His Holiness the Dalai Lama.
Thank
Secondly, may I request Rabbi Ezekiel Malikar, sir, from the Jewish community to recite the prayers.
Prayer from Judaism. First, I will read it in English, Hebrew, then in English. Adon olam asher malak beterem kol ezir nibrak leet nasa kehep sokol azai melek shemonikra ve ahare kiklot hakol לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה Vehu ihaye betif ara, vehu ekat ve'en sheni, veham shilo vehat bira, beli reshit, beli taklit, Velo haot vehamisra, beli erek, beli dimyon, beli shino vehatmura, beli hibur, beli perur. Gedol kova vehagbura, vehu eli vehai goali, vesur hebli beyom sara, vehu nisi umanosli, menakosi beyom ekra, beyado Afkit ruhi be'et shishan ve'aira ve'im ruhi giviyati Adonai li ve'lo ira. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me gently beside the still waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because God is with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table for me in the presence of mine adversaries. Thou hast anointed my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord for length of days. Now I will recite blessings called Mishbarakot for His Holiness Dalai Lama, for his long and healthy life, for harmonious, joyous, peaceful life. Mishberak Abuteno, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moshe, Haron, David, Shlomo, Yabare Gate Kebot, His Holiness, Ten Sing Gatso, Malka de Alma, Yabare Yate, Vizake Yate, Vashma Bekol Selote, Vekeni Rason, Venumarame, Ibareka Dona, Vashmereka, Yaira Dona Pana, Vileka Neka. Isadona pana velika semleka shalom.
Thank you, sir. Now may I request Father Dr. Felix Jones from the Christian community to recite the prayers.
As His Holiness Dalai Lama tries his level best to give a home to people of his country, I would like to make this prayer basing it on Psalm 119. God, our heavenly sister, mother, brother, and father, we thank you for the gift of His Holiness Dalai Lama, for his life-giving presence, for his unifying presence, for his uniting presence, for his illuminating presence. He brings people together. He brings humanity together. He risks his own life for the sake of values he brings forth. Strange lands for a human being who loves one's home and is forced to dwell in far-off places with people one does not know and a language he or she does not understand. Oh God, this is the curse of modern man. It is the sin of our civilization. The exile, the expatriate, the refugee, whole groups of people uprooted from their land, or single individuals persecuted for their beliefs. Human being has to flee before another human being, has to hide one's face before his brothers and sisters. Scars of fear on the face of humankind. Here today, I pray for all those who have been deprived of their right to live in their land, who have been forcefully ejected, discriminated against, persecuted, expelled, for all those who have had to build a new home away from their true home and live in a culture alien to their own culture. For all those who come from one country while their children are born in another, who live in their own families, the strain of uniting two traditions in one home. For all those who dream of a promised land while camping in the desert. I pray for all the exiles on the earth, that they may preserve their roots while growing new flowers, that they may find friendship and give love, that their neighbors may become their brothers and sisters, and their wanderings may remind humankind that we all are one. I pray that their exile may strengthen their personality and confirm their values while they learn to appreciate new values around them and assimilate them into their own. I pray that they may feel exiles no longer, but may make themselves at home in mind and in body, and prosper where they are with the warmth of their hope and the strength of their faith. As I pray for them, I realize I am praying for me too. I too am in exile, living away from home, among people who do not speak my language, follow my culture. The language of the Spirit is an unknown language over here. The society where I live many times speaks of the language of money, of success, of power, of violence, of egoism, of selfishness. I don't understand that language, and I feel lost in my own world. I long for other landscapes and other fields. I know I am on my way, and I feel the complex of the exile and the impatience of the pilgrim. I want for me, oh my God, now the synthesis I have decided for others. I want to keep my roots and give new flowers. I want to treasure my own culture while I assimilate those of others. To love my home and love my exile too, showing in my active resignation the hope that can convert the desert into a garden and earth into a heaven. I am in exile today to be a citizen of heaven forever, to be a citizen where peace shall prevail, love for one's religion as well as the religion of others, where I am able to practice my faith, where I am able to appreciate and love the faith of others, where I make an atmosphere where others are able to feel that they are able to find a brother, a sister, a mother, a father in me. May I take the first step, oh my God, that others are able to be considered by me in every sense, in every essence, that I have a responsibility to be a neighbor to them, that I have a responsibility for their peaceful survival. O God, I make this prayer in the presence of people here who practice various faith, follow different traditions, but all feel one as person of humankind. Amen.
Thank you, Father Felix. Now may I request Ms. Maria Khan from Muslim community to recite the prayers. Good morning, members of Tibet House, scholars from different religions, and brothers and sisters. Every year, coming together for the birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama is a very special occasion because it brings people from diverse backgrounds in one place and all praying for the goodness and prosperity of His Holiness, the Tibetan people, and all of humanity. Now, most recently, His Holiness was seen on the occasion of launching of the happiness curriculum of the schools in Delhi. And he made a very important point on this occasion. He said that for young people in today's age, it is not only important that they gain education in the formal sense or they gain professional education. It is also very important that they develop a healthy mind which can deal with negative emotions such as anger, hatred, and jealousy. And I think he said these words because in today's age, in the age of technology, we tend to give a lot of importance, or we focus mostly on our physical well-being or our mental or our material well-being. But now there is a renewed emphasis also on our mental well-being. And this point has been made by an American professor of philosophy in a very recent book called Why We Need Religion. And he said that we need religion because religion has a very powerful therapeutic power. And this therapeutic power helps us deal with the stresses and the crises and the sorrows in life in a way in which science and technology cannot. So if you look at the religion of Islam, and if you read the Quran or the sayings or the teachings imparted by the Prophet of Islam, you will see that the entire concern of Islam is the development of such spiritual values in people. Because if we develop these spiritual values in ourselves, we will be able to deal with various situations in life. So these spiritual values give us the strength and guidance to deal with all the ups and downs in life. So I'd like to quote a verse from the Quran. The Quran says that good deeds and evil deeds are not equal. Do good deed in return for bad deed, and you will see that your enemy has become your dearest friend. So the mindset that the Quran tries to build in its reader is that you should not look at people as friends and enemies. Rather, you should look at people as actual friends and potential friends. And you should try to convert that potential into actuality. And therefore, a spiritual person has the ability or the strength to turn the problem of enmity in his favor. And this very fact has been expressed very nicely by His Holiness the Dalai Lama when he said that I defeat my enemies by making them my friends. So I think this is what religion does. It gives you a way of thinking or a higher level of thinking so that you can rise above situations and give a positive response even to a negative situation. So the Prophet of Islam once said that the greatest richness is the richness of the soul. So I think all religions, including Islam, emphasize the richness of the soul, the nurturing of one's soul, which is the path to everlasting happiness or lasting happiness. And the Prophet of Islam used to wake up early every morning and he used to pray, "O God, I bear witness that all humanity, all mankind are brothers and sisters. So please bestow your blessings on all."
So in the end, I would like to pray for the good health and continued well-being of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, so that he continues to guide us with his wisdom and shows us the path of peace and spirituality. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Khan. Now may I request Dr. A.K. Marchand from Baha'i community to recite the prayers.
Loving greetings to all our esteemed representatives and leaders of the religious communities. Gratitude to the Tibet House, its director, and all the staff members for bringing us together on this very memorable and auspicious day, the 83rd birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Greetings from the Baha'i community and my own behalf. I agree that truly, as an embodiment of loving forgiveness, kindness, compassion, and also what it means to be happy in a situation of long suffering with his own people, we remember His Holiness, and we find great comfort when we reflect on the way he has lived his life and led his people. So I offer these two prayers, English and Hindi, for his good life, health, and continuing guidance to the multitudes who adore him. Glory be to thee, O God, for thy manifestation of love to mankind. O thou who art our life and light. Guide thy servants in thy way, and make us rich in thee, and free from all save thee. O God, teach us thy oneness, and give us a realization of thy unity, that we may see no one save thee. Thou art the merciful and the giver of bounty. O God, create in the hearts of thy beloved the fire of thy love, that it may consume the thought of everything save thee. Reveal to us, O God, thine exalted eternity, that thou hast ever been and wilt ever be, and that there is no God save thee. Verily, in thee will we find comfort and strength. I offer this prayer also in Hindi. स्तुति हो तेरी हे परमेश्वर कि तूने मनुष्य जाति के प्रति अपने प्रेम को प्रकट रूप दिया है। हे तू जो हमारा जीवन और हमारी ज्योति है, अपने पथ में अपने सेवकों का मार्गदर्शन कर और हमें तुझ में समृद्ध बना, और तेरे अतिरिक्त अन्य सभी से हमें मुक्त रख। हे परमेश्वर, हमें तेरी एकता की शिक्षा दे और तेरी एकता की हमसे अनुभूति करा, जिससे कि हम तेरे अतिरिक्त अन्य कुछ न देखें। तू दयालु और अक्षय संपदा का दाता है। हे परमेश्वर, अपने प्रियजनों के हृदयों में अपने प्रेम की ज्वाला प्रज्वलित कर, जिससे कि वे तेरे अतिरिक्त अन्य सभी विचारों को भस्मसात कर दे। हे परमेश्वर, हमारे सम्मुख अपनी परमोच्च अनंतता को प्रकट कर कि तू सदैव रहा है और सदा रहेगा, और तेरे अतिरिक्त अन्य कोई परमेश्वर नहीं है। सत्य ही तुझ में सभी विश्रांति और शक्ति पाएंगे। Baha'u'llah. So once again, may this wonderful day bring added happiness and give us strength to further commit ourselves for the betterment of humanity and welfare of all the peoples. India has been a home which has welcomed people from all diverse backgrounds. So the process of migration and integration is actually a global phenomenon, telling us that we are one planet and one people. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Merchant. Now may I request Dr. Mohinder Singh from Sikh community to recite the prayer.
Good morning, friends. I'm thankful that I've been asked to offer my prayers on 83rd birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. But I share my dilemma with you. There are more and more prayer societies, and there is more and more violence. Every year I used to go to participate in prayer for peace in Vatican. This year I'm not going. I said that last 17 years, it hasn't helped. There's violence everywhere. So please use whatever money you save on my travel for serving hot soup to the poor in Vatican area. Now, yesterday I get invitation. Secretary of State is inviting again religious leaders, and I'm not a religious leader, by the way. I'm wrongly being described. I'm a critical teacher of religion. Why I like Dalai Lama and why I couldn't say no to their invitation? Because I've seen two people here in my country, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Maulana Wahiduddin Khan. They walk, they talk. I was, when first met the Dalai Lama, I was a little scared. Oh, His Holiness. But he has innocence of a child. He laughs, he jokes, and pulls my beard. Now what we need today is not religiosity. My brothers, sisters, don't mind it. Religiosity divides us. In medieval India, who had a problem? That problem is now in India is facing now. Rulers were Muslims. The population majority were Hindus. So all rulers have arrogance. Modi rulers, they have arrogance, isn't it? Trump has arrogance. Christianity says, love thy neighbor. Trump is building a wall so that neighbor cannot come. So there is no question of loving the neighbor. Now what is the way out? Let us transcend boundaries. Let us replace religiosity by spirituality. And that's why I like Dalai Lama. Interesting books I read. And really he had the courage to say, any of Buddha's teachings which doesn't go well with the present needs should be discarded. You have to be very courageous. If I say something about Sikhism, I get fatwa from my Jathedar. Guru Nanak was born in a time, he wrote in a time has changed. You know, we the Sikhs celebrate seasons, Barama. For every season there's a... Now in Australia, it's other way around. When it's summer here, in Australia it is winter. Now, my Guru Nanak's Barama is good. But what do we do? In summer, we sing winter hymns. They said, no, you can't change because it's Guru Nanak's hymns. And we used to sit on the floor because there was no facilities. We used to wash our feet because we were walking on foot. So it was needed to have enter the Gurdwara with clean feet. Now Bangla Sahib has beautiful carpets. So I go by a car with my good socks, generally normal socks, not torn. I remove my socks, wet my feet, Dr. Merchant, you have seen, and wet the carpet. I can't speak because this is your... No, back to my... What we need today is the model given to us by the Dalai Lama. And also, my friends, next year we will be celebrating 550th birthday of Guru Nanak. Can we revisit the society that Guru Nanak built? That society he built was on the banks of River Ravi in Kartarpur, which is now in Pakistan. Look at my irony. I cannot go and visit the place of the birth of my founder, without visa. So I give you 1 minute, a glimpse of that society. Guru Nanak was a practical man. After years of travel and preaching, last phase, he settled. Whatever he taught, he said, let us put into practice. I've been talking of equality, I'm talking of spirituality. Let me see whether we can really put into practice those teachings. So he built a city called Kartarpur, city of God. Kartar is God. It's not Nanakpur, city of God. What was the routine? Early morning they get up. After ablution, they say their collective prayers and then eat food in one line. Advantage was there was no one higher or lower, no Sikh, no Muslim. They were all equal. Who am I? Why am I Sikh? Tell me. I get invited as a Sikh? No. I'm born in a Sikh family. I was not given any choice. I could have become a Muslim or a Christian. Now, in his society, there were followers who would partake of the meals. Then they'll go and work in the field. Sikhs are prosperous. One reason is Guru Nanak's teaching. Any work is good. Any work which can earn you good bread is good enough. And they work in the field, they return, again have their evening bath, they have their meditation, and then they eat their food. And before going to sleep, not Mohinder Singh, Guru Nanak Sikh, is supposed to sing Kirtan Soila, Psalms of Peace. So you go to sleep with God's name in your mind, and you get up early morning to repeat the name. But not the modern Sikhs who go to the club late in the evening, enjoy a drink. So there's no question of getting up in the morning and saying our prayers. So friends, let us revive those values. Let us, if you don't mind my religious friends, replace two things. The politicians by statesmen. Politicians think of next election. A lot of concessions for farmers yesterday because the election is nearing, isn't it? For 4 years, we never thought of farmers. So let us try to replace, with all humble, religiosity by spirituality. Religious leaders should be replaced by spiritual leaders who have no religion. I have no religion. I like the Dalai Lama because he talks of spirituality. And these politicians by statesmen, and again pray for long life of the Dalai Lama because he is the guide. He walks his talk. And I remember I was there on the first day of when the Foundation for Universal Responsibility was founded by the Dalai Lama in the India Interfaith Center. I asked, what is aim? He says, aim is our responsibility towards others who are less fortunate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Singh. Now may I request Venerable Swamijis from Ramakrishna Ashram to recite the prayer.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviyam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shanno Mitra Shamvarunah Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnururugramah Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaram Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तच्छयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत्
First of all, my respectful namaskar to His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama, the Tibetan Buddhist Guru. My warm regards for all the dignitaries, guests, and religious leaders from all communities present here. A very good morning to all of you. Today, I am feeling proud to be here in the birthday celebration of His Holiness Sri Dalai Lama. India has got multiplicity of religious and very nature of the culture is composite. But religion has never been a source of conflict between communities in Indian society. Mutual tolerance and regards for the other religions is an age-old tradition of this country. All religions in the world teach peace and peace alone. They say there is only one God. Practicing love and truth are the ways of reaching Him. Hinduism taught, Ruchinam Vaichitram Drijukutilam Nana Pathayushang Nrinameko Gamyas Twamasi Paisam Arnavaivo. Means, as the different streams having their sources in different places, all mingle their water in the sea. So, O Lord, the different paths which people take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to Thee. The major Hindu Shastra Bhagavad Gita says, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shunichaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshina Sarvabhutastamatmanam Sarvabhutani Chatmani Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshana. The wise man sees all human beings equal. He sees God in all human beings and all human beings in God. He is the real yogi and never detaches himself from the Paramatman. Until and unless we can see God in every human beings and serve them, we are not eligible to call ourselves religious. As Swami Vivekananda said, we are the servant of that God who, by the ignorant, is called man. Hinduism stands for unity and diversity. It has accepted all faiths as one and coexisted with them for centuries. Lord Krishna, Buddha, Chaitanya Deva, Sant Kabir Das, Samrat Akbar, Guru Nanak, all had contributed their best to maintain the religious harmony of India. Swami Vivekananda, when he visited the Parliament of Religions of the world held in America, he told that real harmony means Christian is not to become a Hindu or Muslim, or a Hindu or a Muslim to become a Christian, but each must assimilate the spirit of the others and yet preserve his own individuality and grow according to his own law of growth. Holiness, purity, and charity are not the exclusive possessions of any religion in the world, and that every system has produced men and women for the most exalted character. We hope that the banner of every religion will soon be written in spite of resistance, help and not fight, assimilation and not destruction, harmony and peace and not dissension. At last, I wish to end with a prayer which a Hindu often chants. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkham apniyam. Let the all people in the world live in happiness and bliss. And at last, I pray to the Almighty for the well-being and long life and prosperous and peaceful life for 14th Tibetan Buddhist Guru Sri Dalai Lama. Thanks to all. Namaskar.
Thank you, Swamiji. May I request Venerable Kabir Ji to honor our guests with a khadak and a souvenir. Rabbi Ezekiel Malika, sir. Venerable monks from Gyume Tantric Monastery.
All of them? Or just
Yes, all of them. Kile. Kile changma ya. Thank you. Father Dr. Felix Jones and Dr. Mohinder Singh and Dr. A.K. Merchant and Venerable Swamijis from Ramakrishna Ashram and Miss Maria Khan. Thank you, Venerable Kabirji. We are now done with the interfaith prayers. Now we will proceed to our Tibet House lawn for the tree plantation ceremony, and after that we'll have tea and refreshment. Thank you, everyone.